So we all know that streaming is a lot of fun, and it is a fun hobby, and that's what it is to me. It's a hobby. I don't make a living this, but I do enjoy it and I have a good time. And I've watched those top streamers like Ninja or whoever, and I'm sure you have too, and thought, wow, that looks fun. I'd like to do that. I'd like to give it a try. But how do I go about doing it? What do I need? And that's what I'm going to teach you today. So to get started with streaming, there's only a few things you actually really need. You need your PC, obviously, because you need to have something to play your games on and run all your programs that you're using to stream with. And I'm not going to lie, it can be a resource hog. So you kind of need a computer that can run a good little bit unless you just want to have a very basic stream. And let's admit it, nobody wants a basic stream. Everybody wants to be flashy and look good. So you do need a decent computer to be able to run everything. And of course, you want to be able to talk while you're streaming, so you're going to need a microphone. And that could be something as simple as a microphone headset. That's what a lot of people use. But for me, I like to use like a Blue Yeti microphone. You're going to need something to capture your streaming and set everything up, like Streamlabs OBS. And that is a very good one, very robust, and I enjoy it. And you're also going to need what I think is a necessity is Discord. Discord is a free chat server, text server, so you can sit there and chat with people that you're playing games with, that people will come into your channel and want to talk with you too. And it's free, it's very robust. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it, and it's good just to be able to have that free ability to be able to talk to each other. And another thing that I also think is a necessity is a webcam. You are more likely to get views if you have a webcam or some sort of video capture device, because people want to see you. When they come into your stream, they want to see who they're interacting with. It makes them feel a deeper connection, and it helps to get more views if you have a webcam. I know when I was just a viewer of Twitch that I sat there and I would only look at people with webcams because I felt it was more personable. Like, yeah, you hear somebody talking, but if they don't have a webcam, it's just that connection is just not there. Another thing you're going to need to do is figure out which platform you want to run on. Obviously, the most popular one is Twitch, and Twitch is amazing, and that's the one I use. But the one thing that I really don't like about Twitch is its search function. It is very hard to be discovered on Twitch. Sometimes it seems like the luck of the draw. There is no algorithm for finding people such as like YouTube or anything like that. They don't move stuff to the front. You know, usually you can be found is if somebody's looking for a certain game and they just scroll through and they randomly click on your name until you start getting your name out there. And so it makes it really hard to get started. So if you're going to get into it on Twitch, don't go into it thinking like, I'm going there and I'm going to have a ton of viewers, subscribers, all this stuff right away. It's not going to happen, and it takes time. The other one that I have not used personally, but I've watched and seen people use is Mixer. And Mixer seems very good, but I'm not sure because I've never used it, but it kind of seems the same thing with the algorithm. I haven't really messed with it, but I don't know how it works for as far as discoverability and getting your name out there on Mixer. As for the specs of my PC, I'm running for my motherboard an MSI Gaming Pro Carbon, and that thing is awesome, and I love it. It does a really good job. And to pair with that, I have the Intel i9-9900 CPU, which that thing is a beast. I have not even gotten close to bottlenecking that thing, and I run all sorts of stuff at the same time. So I truly love that one, and I would highly recommend it to anybody that is looking to upgrade a computer or get a new computer. Look for that i9-9900. I only have 16 gigs of RAM, which I plan to upgrade sometime here in the future, hopefully soon. It's not slowing me down, but I just like having that little bit of extra buffer of RAM to use. Now, when I bought my computer, I ordered it with the GTX, what was it, the 1660. But that was because my old computer, I had upgraded the video card, so I had that video card left, and I'm running the RTX 2070 MSI Gaming Edition. And I moved that over to this one, and that thing is a beast also. I can run stuff at very high graphics and not have any lag. Some games I have to turn on a little bit. There's this one game I played Wreckfest that has a lot of particle effects, a lot of other players playing, and you see all their damage on their cars and stuff like that. So I turned down the graphics just a little bit so it's not lagging or anything like that, and I don't get any of the lag spikes because I play on a European server and it's already can be laggy enough. So I want it to be as smooth as possible, and so far it's been doing very well. For my hard drive, I just use a solid state drive, and God, I love that thing. You know, being able to turn on my computer and everything just starts up, it's there, it's ready to go, and I have no issues. So get yourself a solid state drive, and you will not be disappointed. Now, as far as everything else that I use, as far as my hardware goes, you know, I have 2 monitors set up so I can have screens side by side, so I can have chat going, I can have Discord open, all that stuff on one screen. And then I have just my game on the one computer because I don't want to have like multiple windows on the main screen when I'm trying to play a game. But I also have a laptop right beside me that I just bring up an alternate account on Twitch that, you know, I view myself to get that one viewer. And then I watch all my other friends that are streaming on that computer, so it's just not taking up processing speed on my main computer. And, you know, for the most part, I just use a regular basic keyboard. It's nothing fancy. It just does the job. But for me, my mouse is important. I use a Razer Naga, which I'm probably going to upgrade to a Corsair one, because I like having those buttons on the side because I'm older, my coordination's not that good, and I just use the WSD to move, the jump button, the crouch, whatever. But I like having all my abilities right there on the side of my mouse. And it's a little tricky at first to get used to having an oversized mouse and using those buttons on the side and doing it correctly. But once you do, it makes life so much easier. So if I'm running, I don't have to take my finger off a key to try and hit to switch a gun or do something like that or use an ability or anything like that, depending on the game I'm using. Now, some games, like the Wreckfest I mentioned earlier, I use a gaming pad. I have a PS4 controller that I just hook right up and it plugs right in, and I use that on some games. For my webcam, I have the Logitech 922 Pro, and that thing is very good. It can do 1080p, and that's what I do when I'm doing the videos here. But when you're streaming, it takes a little bit more resources, so it only does about the 720. But when I'm streaming, I don't care as much about the webcam quality, and this thing works great for what it does. Then for me, for my microphone, I use the Blue Yeti. And along with the Blue Yeti, I have that mounted up to a boom, and I also have an isolation shock mount. Because the Blue Yeti is very good, and it will pick up anything. If I move my mouse around, I'm clicking on keys, it will pick up those little vibrations as it's sitting there on the desktop if you have it in this little stand. So I just got a boom and an isolation shock mount off of like Amazon, and it was only like $40 for the both of them, and it has made a big difference because I can have the mic where I want it. It has to be right there on the desk in front of me, and I actually have it right here right now, and that thing works amazing. I love it. So I would definitely recommend a good mic instead of just the regular headset mic because you can get much better quality, and it's very, very good. So this is the Blue Yeti, the microphone I'm bragging about. This thing is amazing. And you can get it right here from Blue Yeti, or you can get it from like Amazon. They have it at Best Buy. You can get this thing just about anywhere. Yes, it is a little pricey if you're just getting started, but I think it's a definitely upgrade that you should be thinking about in the future because the quality is just so much better than a lot of those little gaming headsets that you get. And it is definitely a big improvement, and it's something you want to do. Now, the next thing we're talking about is like, what do you want to stream with? Do you want to stream with programs such as Streamlabs OBS, which I have right here? You can get it at streamlabs.com, and it's Streamlabs OBS, and it's very good. It's used for capturing your video, setting up your stream, adding all your fancy things to it, and your banners and your stuff like that, your starting screens, your be right back screens, and anything you want to do with it with that is used through here. And I'm probably going to go through a video at a later date and talk about Streamlabs OBS and just all the things it can do on its own, because that would be a video in its own right, because there is so much that it can do. And I even use it to record these videos because it's just that good. To show you a little bit here, I'm going to bring it over. So this is Streamlabs OBS. This is the main screen. I have it on the main screen so you can see it. So this is what you're getting. But if you're on the dashboard and you go here, there's a widgets page. Stream labels. Stream labels is very good. That's one of the main things you want. Because stream labels What it does is it brings up everything. Let's see. Here we go. So I'm going to bring Streamlabs over. And Streamlabs over, your events, live actions, stuff like that. This is what you'll use to get your notifications, like when somebody follows, right? Streamlabs is what'll take it and put it onto your live stream on your screen, so it pops up, it does the notifications, and does stuff like that. So you want Streamlabs so you can see who does it, and you can have it set it up to where it leaves it up there, so you can have like a recent follower, a recent sub, anything like that. And so Streamlabs is a very good program to have. Another thing I use is Streamlabs Chatbot, which can be gotten here at streamlabs.com, and Chatbot. Chatbot is just an add-on that's used, and I have it, and I'll bring it up here, right here for you. The Streamlabs Chatbot is, it keeps track of everything that's going on in chat. And there's so much you can do with Chatbot. You can do automated hosting, all sorts of things. And I'll probably do another video just on Chatbot because there is so much you can do. I mean, you can set up commands to do things on your Twitch, on your screen when you're streaming. And you can set up timers to do things like if you're having trying to get more people to join your Discord. Like that's what this one is here. Is like it'll just periodically, I have it set up to just periodically throw up in my chat, say, hey, why don't you come to my Discord and come hang out? So there's a lot of stuff you can do with that, and that's another additional thing that I use that I think is very, very good. So another thing I use is something called Transparent Twitch Chat Overlay. Because even though I have the second monitor just over here to me, sometimes it's like I'm so into a game I don't see chat, and I want to be able to see chat, because that's the worst thing you do is have people trying to talk to you in chat and you don't acknowledge them, especially when you're first starting out, because people are like, there's nobody in here, it's just me, or there's only a couple people but I'm the only one saying anything. Why can't they not notice me? And so I like to have this thing right here, and I get it from GitHub, and it's Transparent Twitch Overlay, and you install it, and what it does is it gives you this little thing right here. And what that does is wherever you put it on your screen, when somebody types in your Twitch chat, it's going to pop it up right here in this screen. And the good thing is your stream doesn't see it, only you see it, which is amazing. I love that because I have it set up to where it's capturing just the game capture for what the video is capturing. So the only thing is you cannot play in full screen mode. You have to play in borderless windowed mode and expanded to full screen for it to work, or else it'll go to the background because full screen is going to override that. But it's great. So when somebody chats and I'm playing a game and I'm focusing on the game or something like that here, it'll pop up and I'll see it right there on my screen. So I'll notice it right away and I can acknowledge people in my chat, which is a very good thing to do. Now this next one I use, but it gets really complicated. So this one will need another video on its own. This is VB Audio Software Virtual Audio Cable. And what this does is it makes your computer think that you have audio cables set in, and it gives you more options of how you want to set up audio in your stream. And I use that in conjunction with this Banana Voice Meter, which is amazing. It's a little tricky to use, like I said, but I like it because I can separate sounds and have them on different channels in my Streamlabs OBS. So that way, I can set my voice and adjust that. I can set my computer sounds. I can set my game sounds on a different slider. Discord, I can set a different slider. So I can have people up really loud because I can hear them, because I do have a hearing problem. But I don't want it to be that loud in my stream to where everybody's hearing those voices as loud as I do. So I can sit there and have the sound loud in my ears, but I can turn it down in OBS so it comes through a stream in just a nice, decent volume. So you can also have, like, if you have music streaming in the background, if you want to have louder music that you listen to, but you don't want to be that loud on stream, same thing. Set that up on a different channel, and you can adjust the slider so it only comes through to a certain amount on the stream. So that's why I use Virtual Audio Cable and Banana Voice Meter, because that really makes a big, big difference to me. Now, another thing I use is a GIF overlay. So I can have things and set things to pop up my stream through commands that I use through the Streamlabs Chatbot. The commands there will activate this thing. And what it does is it's basically a script. This is a script overlay that I use that I don't know a lot about programming, so I just found this and I read up on it and watched videos on it and figured out how to use it and how to get it all set up, which I might do a video into that. And the one thing is you can have a lot of scripts run that do a lot of amazing things. And if you're on, if you get Chatbot, you can actually go to their Discord, and they have a whole section here on scripts that are custom scripts that people have created that do different things on your streams. You know, these are, I haven't really looked through these, but you know, you can add parameters, handle if statements from custom commands, a replica of the Stream Elements Roulette minigame, so you can set minigames up in there that are run off commands. And these are all scripts and they all do different things. And I like them because mine, I'm just, you know, I use it a little bit, but I come up with stuff, you know, say I'm sitting there doing something and I'm happy. You know, you just type in a command like happy dance. And what that'll do is that'll just have something pop up on your screen like that to where you see pop up. It doesn't pop up on my screen, but it pops up in this video or on my Twitch stream. And the other thing I have also set up through Chatbot, not necessarily skips, is I have it set up to where I can play sounds through commands. So, you know, I have the, oh yeah. You know, I can have that set up to where it runs through commands that are entered in a chat. So it makes my chat a little more interactive once people start learning some of the commands. And I can also set those up to run periodically, to just randomly set up commands to where they'll pop every once in a while to do an animation or a sound or something like that. So I love having the GIF overlay and just the ability to add these custom little tweaks to my chat. So I know I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole talking about all the different things about my PC, but really what this comes down to is you and wanting to stream, and it is very basic. Just remember, you just need a couple of basic things. You need your computer, you need a microphone, you need something like Streamlabs to stream it, and optionally, you need Discord for voice chat to talk to people while you're playing, that for games that don't necessarily have it in-game, and a webcam is a big plus. Now, for my stuff, if you know you like some of the things that I do and you want to learn how I do them and what I do to do them, I'll be doing later videos. So if you want to learn about that, hit that little subscribe button right there. It'll let me know you're enjoying these videos, and it'll notify you when I post my next video and when I have those tutorials up. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.